Well, today's the 8th of April and we're down
Hi everybody.
We're down in Lyme Regis, right down on the Jurassic Coast, and we've got a pretty little walk actually by two streams on different levels. Interesting. Well, we're making our way down to the beach though. It's a bit cool, a bit breezy. Let's get down there. So this is one of the streams, lots of water running in it, running down quite quickly. But we're walking on a path which is right in the middle, and there's another stream on a completely different level. I'm guessing the two will meet at some point, but it looks a really pretty walk as we head down to the beach here in Lyme Regis. It's a place we have been to before, but I don't think we've ever done a video down here. Really pretty part of the world. We're in Devon, on the south coast of England. And it's Easter weekend, so going to be quite a few people around. It's a bit cool, but the sun's shining. A long way down there. It's a pussycat.
Pussycat there.
I thought I saw a pussycat.
Hi,
I did.
Meow. Meow.
Children are doing an Easter egg hunt. They've just hidden all the Easter eggs for them.
Shall we go down this way?
Keep going.
So now I can see a little bit why there are two streams, because there's a mill, a watermill here, and you need a head of water to drive the water wheel, which I'm guessing is in there.
You right, Serena?
Lots of coins being thrown in. And that water all goes down. It looks so it goes into a turbine down there, which we can't see from this side. Just a narrow little alleyway. Careful, you catch yourself on camera. Thank you. And the water comes out. Wow, there's loads of water coming out this end, look. And there's still some ducks down there. And a micro brewery. Plenty of water on site. Some lovely aromas around here.
Smells good.
It's a little pottery.
I'm just gonna
Have a look around in there. Stoke-on-Trent lads got to be interested in pottery. There we go. Morning.
cider cups.
Savannah. What's that?
I don't know.
It's a top. Spanish cafe and restaurant. Might have to investigate. Not open at the moment though, it's a bit early. We've come very early today to try and avoid the Easter traffic. So it's only just after 10 o'clock in the morning. So the place is getting ready, opening up. This is the microbrewery here. I'm just going to have a little look at the bridge on this side as well. Nice little bridge, because there'll be some more water down here. It's funny how I'm always interested in water and waterfalls, bridges. We'll soon be down by the sea. So this is actually the Lyme Regis courtyard that we've just been to. And Lyme Regis, typical of Devon, is full of these little narrow streets, very narrow streets. You're trying to drive your car through them, and there's quite often only room for one. Also famous, of course, for its fish and chips, and right in front of us we've got the fish bar, the Limes fish bar. Grandad, stop, was the message. Who knows the way?
No.
Right, well, be careful, because there's cars here. Very narrow roads. There are cars parked in it, and a very narrow pavement. Too narrow, really, for the pushchair. Interesting little shops. Now, if we'd have gone over that bridge, over the water, I think this is where we would have come out. Somewhere around here. That's the Mill Bakery. Davy Tennant there. And studios here as well, lots of artists in this part of the world.
I think you can go down that way, but I think there's too many steps for me.
Yeah. Shall I go down that way? Yeah. Right, we're dividing and conquering now, because Serena's going to go that way because of the steps. So I'm going round that way and then across. Yeah. And this is where we usually come down, because we usually park just up the road there, but we've come a different way. And we are on the Jurassic Coast, so we're going to get lots of fossils, and we have a fossil shop here where we can buy some fossils. And many of these labelled local, that means they actually come from here, these ammonites. Fossils always fascinated me. I'm just going to go across the road while I can. There's a museum here. And we can look out. I'm going to go up a little bit higher, get a better view from up here. Out over the sea, it's a bit breezy. It's a lot breezy. And it looks as though the tide is actually quite high. So as the day goes on, we should see the tide going out. A little road below us. There's an interesting boat out of there with a lot of oars. It's a bit choppy. I can see them over there in the distance. They've made it down much quicker than I. They sent me the way with the steps. That's unusual. And I'll just point it down so you can see what I've got to go down. It's the winding staircase. Well, not the winding staircase for any masons around, but a winding staircase. Just come over have a look over the wall. You can see that sea is right up against the wall, splashing against the rocks. I think our family are going to be down here somewhere. Sitting area. But it's a holiday resort, and so people come here all times of the year actually, but obviously very busy in the summer. And now it's Easter, and you can see the Lyme Bay there. Already lots of people sitting outside, having a late breakfast, early lunch, or just brunch. This is one of those streams that we've just seen coming down. Nice ornate bridge there with a little waterfall coming down. And that's taking the water directly down into the sea just across the way here. But it's very, very hilly. Did try to get into this car park, but it was full. And it's still pretty full. They've actually got a lot of the parking spaces separated off, so you can't park there. Mummy?
They've gone to try and find a bucket.
To collect stones.
They've gone in a shop, yeah.
It's a pebbly beach here, very pebbly beach.
There is a sandy bit down at the bottom.
Is there?
And I think the sand was imported from France to that beach.
All right, some French sand. And there's well, half an anchor there. Just gives you an indication of just how big these anchors on some of these ships were. This is huge. And one of the anchor blades looks as though it's been broken off. Maybe it never existed. And this particular anchor was donated by the Portland Royal Navy base in memory of all the Lyme Regis men and women who'd made their living from the sea. And that was given in May 1995. It's obviously a little place where people can come and practice their sailing. and it's a bit choppy out there today, but there's a nice breeze to get them moving. And this is the Lyme Regis beach. A little bit pebbly. What have you got? Gloves. And 2 gloves. A pair and a spade. And a bucket.
And I've had some gloves as well.
Oh, no. Oh, golly, they've got gems in them, have they? Diamond studded. Have you got them on backwards?
Yes.
Oh, that's your nana.
Right, should we go for a walk? Along the bottom and then back along the top after?
Yeah.
Vamos a la playa.
Vamos a la playa then, let's go.
It'd be nice in the football. Rowers out in the sea.
Yeah.
You're going to collect some stones in your bucket.
Busy, busy, busy down here. Be very crunchy on there, I think, with all the pebbles.
Baja si quieres.
Are you pushing, dear?
Right, should we go in the pram? These are just the sort of gloves I wanted.
And he's had to buy himself a pair of gloves. He's feeling the cold and got the little gems in there.
£2.49.
Wow, you splashed out today, dear.
Look, we'll do that bit later, mate. Have a play on the beach. We're going to go down there later.
So we've had about, I guess, about a half-hour drive to get here. And it looks as though hundreds of other people have decided it's the thing to do and joined us. And that's in the distance there, going into the haze, is what's known as the Jurassic Coast, where the rocks come from the age of the dinosaurs, and they're just full of fossils. It's quite soft rock, so it occasionally collapses into the sea, and as it does so, it reveals another layer of fresh fossils to be found. So constantly along this coast, people are finding fossils. Ooh. And Savannah's nicely awake. You all right, Savannah? Luna's, I'm not sure whether she's fossil hunting or just pebble hunting. This is with amazing views, which is beautiful on a day like this. But of course we do get stormy weather. I wonder what it's like on those days, living in a house like this. But today's a beautiful day, and it's actually feeling a little bit calmer now, not so windy as it was earlier on. We must be sheltered from the wind. And the rowers are still out at sea, rowing away. That must be hard work. Especially as the sea's going up and down, the boats are going up and down. Now Luna's learning to ride a bike, so she's got one of these balance bikes and she's getting really good at that. Don't go over the edge. We didn't hire the seat, did we?
Nope. Warming up.
So as you come out of the breeze, it just starts to feel quite a lot warmer. So the coats might not be so necessary. I'm just noticing there's a lot of benches up there, which good place to go and sit. Balance bike's been a real great innovation. So you don't have any pedals on this bike, you just scoot yourself along, but it teaches you how to balance, and seems to have worked really well for Luna and lots of other children. Well, look at the queue for ice cream. Who would have believed that in April in England? It's a big long queue there, all waiting for their ice cream. Or could they be waiting for a coffee? Well, remains to be seen. What do most people come away with? Is it an ice cream or coffee? I know what Anita would be wanting. Something that also is very typical of the holiday resorts here in England is these beach chalets, where you can come and put all your belongings and not much else really. You can come and have a coffee, and if it's raining you can sit in there, have the doors wide open and enjoy the sunshine. And these things, you can actually buy them and they go for ridiculous sums of money. I mean, you can buy these, they will go for as much as houses, but these are the property of Lyme Regis Town Council, and if you want to hire one of these you just go to their website. So this might be a little bit different, but in different areas you can actually buy them, and the amount of money that they go for is just unbelievable. But all nicely brightly coloured, and certainly typical of the English seaside. So now these are different. The ones we're coming past now don't have the same sign on that says you can hire them from the local council. So maybe some of these are private.
sitting up there doing a crochet. Should have bought my knitting.
You want to do your knitting by the sea, dear? Yeah, you could do that in Mallorca. You can take your knitting down to Promenade, sit on the promenade. That would be something. Oh, you should try that, darling. July, August, knitting by the sea. Nice woolly jumper. Now it is starting to feel a bit warmer. Yeah.
You're doing really well, darling.
Anita bought me a new jumper yesterday, so I thought I'd try it out today. Might have to take it off again soon. There's actually people in the sea here without wetsuits or anything like that. The next part of the beach is sandy, and there are people in the sea.
You know what? You can have a brain. You know what? A brain.
Get your hair braids over there. Get that a lot in Mallorca. So, actually got a repository here for reuse and recycle your beach toys. So things that have been left on the beach, they get put in here. And some of them are a little bit the worse for wear. But this is the sandy part of the beach, so this is where Luna will get her bucket and spade out and be able to build a sandcastle. But there are several people swimming in the sea. Oh, not for me. Fancy a swim?
I'd rather have a coffee.
You'd rather have a coffee. I can understand that.
Coffee.
That sounds like a great idea. Shall we go and find somewhere to sit and have a coffee?
Should we go and have a baby Chino first and then come back?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll let her go and play while you go and find a table now. That's all right. Is that okay? Are you all right? Luna, dame los
We
guantes.
have amusements up there. There's some antiques and crafts here in the Antique and Craft Centre, which should be open now, or will be opening soon. And then next to that, a place called Swim.
Go and get a coffee, take away coffee and sit in the wall here.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. I'm all for that.
Right, let's put the toys in the top of the buggy in the bag. That's what's going to happen.
So Luna can play on the sand and we can have a coffee. I've just been into the Antiques and Craft Centre, and it was really an amazing place, well worth a look round, but it was too long a video in there for me to include in this one, so I'm actually going to put that up as a separate video, and we're going to be making our way back. Luna's just had a little tumble off her little balance bike, but I think she'll be all right. And Anita's got a parasol. This is a UK parasol, very similar to the one she's got in Majorca, but not the same. It's a little bit more domed than the one she has in Majorca, and maybe a fraction smaller. With this one, she actually bought on the Isle of Wight, I think last summer when we were over. She was going to bring one from Majorca, but it didn't quite fit into the case. So we ended up buying one, and so she leaves this one in England. But we bought this one at Queen Victoria's summer residence, I suppose you might call it, on the Isle of Wight. So we walked this way, walked below. There's two little promenades here. We're on the elevated one now, and this is where there's lots of benches to sit on and amazing views. And we can just stop off a second to see that the tide is going out, the sea is going down, People who live in Mallorca really won't know about this because they don't get a tide in Mallorca. But here it's quite an extensive tide, and the sea might go out a little bit further yet. And just on this side again, we've got a National Trust shop, and that's, you can buy things there. They've actually got some interesting little walking stick stools. I think I could do with one of them. Don't go and look. Sometimes nice just to perch, and also some prints. Actually plenty of benches up here to sit on, and the Jubilee Pavilion. I do like these pavilions, old-fashioned pavilions, and this one's really nicely looked after. And some of the local pebbles finishing it off. Easter Monday duck race at noon.
Do you want to buy a duck? Some money. Pound a duck. We'll get two.
So they have market traders obviously here, because the sign on the wall there says Lyme Regis Town Council seating area is closed to the public when market traders are in operation. And there's a young lad there, got his guitar out, and hopefully he'll make a little bit of money, entertaining the public as they walk along the promenade. Why not? Water sport activities on the beach. Swim, sup, beach. So you can do the stand-up paddleboarding. We've actually seen a few people with stand-up paddleboards already out at sea. More and more people getting into the water. I would hardly believe this. This is Easter, it's not summer. It's just the beginning of spring, but it is very warm. We come out with a big heavy coats on, and really we don't need them. And the young lad over there is doing a nice little job on his guitar. Playing left-handed. And it's a Fender type of guitar that he's playing. Not that I'm an expert on guitars. But well done, that lad. Got to encourage these young musicians. Keep the music playing. And what's that we've done? Oh, first prize £50.
They're racing ducks in the River Lyme, aren't they? On Easter Monday.
Oh, have you got a ticket?
And we've got some duck tickets.
He's pretty good, isn't he?
That's real coffee. Lavafa. Might get a real coffee here. Might even get something to eat. Well, we popped in for some refreshment, and I've got my usual Doom bar, but it's not in a Doom bar glass, but that doesn't matter. Anita's got a drop of wine there. And I've gone for a jacket potato. This has got some chicken and mayonnaise. Anita's got a pile of cheesy chips there. And Serena's got a
Ham and cheese toasty.
ham and cheese toasty. That sounds good. So what have you ordered, darling? Coronation chicken sandwich. So Anita's just had a little sandwich. That's going to keep her going all day. Well, that was a really excellent lunch. Just a nice stop off, and we'll make our way back towards the car. And yes, the tide's gone out. While we've been having our lunch, all of the rocks out there are now being exposed. And all I've got to do is find a parasol. Anita's parasol, that is. Lots of people even on the pebbly beach here today. Busy, busy times. I wonder if there's this many people down in Palma Nova, where we would probably be walking today. Still more people getting into the sea. It'd be kind of brave to get in the sea at those temperatures, though it is warm in the sun. Anita's got her Osborne House umbrella, parasol.
My English parasol. My Queen Victoria parasol.
You had it in any colour you wanted, so long as it was white or black.
Guess what I choose?
Hello, Mr. Whippy.
Without a flake or with a flake?
With a flake or not?
Ah, you want one with a flake, do you?
No, she's asking you.
Oh, Grandad.
Granddad, you want a flake or not?
Or not?
I like a flake.
Grandad the or not? Right, with you on TripAdvisor, you know,
So, is it ice cream time? That's the question. Savannah's just run to me and said, Mr. Whippy. Oh, she got me mistaken then.
Mr. Whippy, Granddad.
Mr. Whippy?
For you, Granddad.
What's a Mr. Whippy? Oh, I see what Mr. Whippy is now. Is this where we have to join the queue for an ice cream?
Well, you know, this is where it leads to.
While they're queuing up for Mr. Whippy, the ice cream, just a last look over the beach there where the tide's come out considerably now. It's gone out considerably. It is fairly shallow there, and there's lots and lots of people in the distance in the sea, paddling and swimming. They're brave souls, and the rocks are completely exposed now. So a busy day down here in Lyme Regis. So we're just about to get served with the ice cream, so I think I'll make my way over and check they're doing the right order. So just coming over to check here, make sure you've got everything right.
That's Grandad's.
Ooh, Grandad's ice cream.
That's Luna's.
That one mine. How about that then?
Lily. Luna, toma.
Ooh, very nice.
Too busy looking at the sausage dog.
Well, we're just finishing now here at Lyme Regis. And I can't get over just how busy the place is.
It's going to be like in the summer.
Yeah, it's a bit dramatic.
So this is the David Tennant at the National Theatre Live, and this is at the Marine Theatre just down the road here on the 25th of April.
But that's good.
And that's just called Good
I bet that's good.
with David Tennant.
Are you going to go to the shop with Nana? Which one?
I'm waiting. Well, Anita's just popped into the shop with Luna, and we're going to make our way back up to the car. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video, wherever that may be. So bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Wake up! Catch your flight!